Hello. Welcome. Good evening, Kuma. Good evening, Kara. Hello, Kite. And Merlin. Feeding the dragon with steak? Can I get you some chocolate or a plush and we can just have regular stitching? I mean, I also have that. It is X stitching. Okay, let's see. I knew there was something I forgot to prep. Somewhere I already have loaded. Oh, and tacos for the baby. There is... I might have too many things on my layout. There it is. There it is. Okay. Now where's the bit I'm actually working on? Where is the bit I'm actually working on? A wonderful question. That is the bit I'm actually working on. That's the bottom. That is almost it. No, it's up. Okay, what's interesting, or maybe not so interesting if you actually know me much at all of my exes are dudes. The only lady I have ever dated is Kara, and I married her. So I've been quite lucky in that front, in that all of my exes have been very amicable. I was just kind of never really a datey person, and then I fell in love with Kara, so. Oh, and a Julie! I will stab that cloth with bright and varied colors. Let's see, that's the edge. Oh no, that's not the edge. Let's see, how do I want this? Ah! Come back, hoop! I am, oh, and a Dobby. I am super coordinated. And super prepared, I swear. Kara, we might have to get more of the wooden hoops. I don't think I like this plastic one. I think it requires more dexterity than I have to actually get it on. Stay. Okay, there. I think it's on. I just have to tighten the thing. That way. Yeah, I officially do not like this plastic hoop. I had a wooden one, and then Kara stole it. Yeah, demi-row sounds like a thing that I might be. I've just never kind of really explored that deeply into it, because I have Kara, and it is my intention to always have Kara, so I've never really put too much stock into figuring out my labels, besides in love with a Popoto. No. Click. Come on, OBS. There we go. It was a verb. Kara, I have this hoop on backwards, don't I? Bless you! I think I have this one backwards, though. I think that's the problem.
I mean, there's not really a backwards. Also,
Yeah,
I
there
plan
is.
to keep you indefinitely as well, Kupo.
The plastic ones totally have a backwards.
Oh, yeah, they do.
I hate them. Yay! Thank you. Take this away from me.
Okay.
Eee! I got a Kupo kiss. The most important label is the one that says me. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I am probably at some level of demi-romantic / asexual, but like I said, it's never something I've felt a need to define too seriously, so. Don't know if it added to the count. Did it not pop? Alright, give me a second. It's got like a 10-minute cooldown on it, so I should be able to pop it again. Burp. There we go. That time it added to the count. Haha! Yeah, so the plastic ones, so the wooden one, it's just like a flat hoop, so they slide together, and tightening it, the friction holds it together. The plastic ones have like a groove along the inside, so it like snaps together a little more firmly, but it definitely has a backwards. Like you could flip it and it would be wrong. You okay there, OBS? Okay, there we go. Now then. Burbs and birds are very different things. Burbs are rounder. I'm right there. I think I actually need the lower bit, don't I? Yes, that is the bit I need. And I can find it on my layout. Merlin did a nifty thing. Where is it? There it is. Merlin made me a little token. Actually, yeah, that's in the right place. I am working right up there. Oh, I guess it helps if I scroll. Can I scroll sideways? Or is it that, how did I have this before? I had it set before that it would all show. I don't think I had it cropped, I think I just had it. You know what, close enough. You get the idea. Okay. Is that where I'm working? Yes, that's where I'm working. Is it? Yes. No, that's super valid, Dobby. And also, you're still really, really young. You've got so much time to figure it out. Like, look at all of us that are much, much older than you are, and we're still figuring stuff out. So, you've got time. And it's like, it's one of those things where I feel like sometimes media will put a big emphasis on like finding yourself and figuring out who you are, which is good. But then, yeah, exactly what Julie's saying. They don't tell you that you can change that. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And you can shift and change and keep growing forever, essentially. That's what makes you human. That is not the bit I need. I need one more. This is the problem with the pattern when you're working right at the edge of it. Okay, that does connect down to the bottom. So that's 4, 3, and then 4. Okay, so that's literally the top row there. Okay, so that's the one I just finished. So that's not where I want the needle to come up. It's where you put your hands, possibly. I mean, that's up to you, Kate, if that's what you and partner decide. Oh gosh. Thread, please. There we go. Okay, so I want 2. Also, if there's a better way to adjust my camera or I start stitching out of frame, by all means yell at me, because I've actually got the pattern set up over where my camera is, so I can't see myself at the moment. 2, and then skip ahead to there. Oh gosh, now what's this one? Make it mirrors. So I want there. Yes. And then 4. I mean, it's definitely good to be conscious of the other people's boundaries, but yeah, like Merlin's saying, you won't know until you ask and express that need that you would like it if you could be a bit more touchy and ask them how they feel about it. Because yeah, otherwise you'll never know. And also, like, skin hunger is a thing. So if you can find a way to satisfy that need in yourself or for yourself, while of course also respecting everybody else's boundaries, that would be the healthiest thing. But yeah, unfortunately, that's just sometimes not possible. Oh no. Julie, it sounds so ominous when you put it like that. Do the debtors have the skin hunger? Most likely, because like they don't have skin, so they probably definitely want Julie's. Yeah, that does make it rough, Dobby. The societal expectations and norms complicating all of that, which is unfortunate. Also, hi, good evening. We just jumped straight into the deep end. How's everybody doing tonight? Kara spent channel points to make me cross-stitch, so I'm cross-stitching. Which is actually very good, because I would like to work on this project more. But also I have so many projects I'm working on right now that I just don't find time to do some of them until somebody makes me. Doing decidedly meh. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that, Dobby. I wish virtual cuddles would help as much as we wished they did. One intentional and one less intentional because you got too sleepy to move. I mean, that's super valid. Yeah, Kuma, the 2,000 channel points, choose my next stream. Kara did the thing. A chance to work on a project that isn't for anyone. Yeah, but the ones that are for people have deadlines that need to be done. A person who will tuck you in on their couch and give you a Shark plushie and a PS4 controller. Oh, that does sound super nice. Serious question though, how many Shark plushes does Max have laying around? Considering their screen name is just Shark Fists, I'm going to guess many? I hope the answer is many. Only the one? That's actually quite surprising. Clearly, you need to be getting them more Shark plushes. Oh, yeah, the no responsibilities to anyone but myself. That can actually make things quite difficult, Dobby. I totally get that. Yeah, during summers in university, I was kind of the same way, and it did kind of fuck me up. If you can, maybe try to set a routine for yourself. Suck at being responsible to yourself, but better at being responsible for others. Yep, that's a total feel. Oh, a plant's a good idea. Also, downside, my Leafeon charm is doing the weird color shifting thing, like the darkening thing, so I'm gonna have to remake it. But on the plus side, I think I figured out what's causing it, so I can stop other ones from doing it in the future. Now I have to find another Leafeon card. I think what's happening is that I'm not sealing the card into the back of the charm completely, and so some of the oil, when I fill it, is leaking in and soaking the card. And that's what's making it darken. But the Leafeon one is doing it, so I'm gonna have to remake that charm. But that's okay. It's fine. Nope, I need to go. I need to keep going. There's more on that row. And then 2, I think, here. Yes, because it mirrors. I mean, I'm also really good at being the naggy mom friend, Dobby. If you need like outside influence to help get you started on being responsible for yourself, I'm willing to play the nag friend and sort of kick you whenever you need. It is a service I offer with consent to my friends. Because, like, executive dysfunction is a thing, and sometimes all it takes is somebody outside yourself saying, hey, get up and do X, or hey, you should be doing X. Like there's a lot of times Kara and I will be sitting on the couch and just kind of vegetating, and I'll look at Kara and I'll go, hey, tell me to go take a shower. Because I know I need to get up and take a shower, and I can't make myself do it. But the moment Kara says, hey, bitch, go take a shower, then that kicks my brain enough to be like, okay, yep, I'm gonna go take a shower. Like, you don't... Being responsible to yourself is great, but you don't have to do everything all by yourself either. We're your friends, and we're happy to help you out in any way that you need. Oh, that's cool, Julie. That makes sense. Rephrase it from I should do X to I would like to do X. Because, yeah, like there's so many times where it's like, I really should be going upstairs to do sewing, or I really want to go upstairs and work on my sewing or work on my resin charms, and I don't. Because I can't make myself take those first steps. Oof, yeah. Yeah, the vicious cycle of things is unfortunate. Sometimes the best way to kick that is just to break it in half and bite the bullet and do X, even if you haven't done Y. Just fucking do X. But yeah, I know that's much easier said than done, especially from where I'm sitting. I am running low on thread. Can I eke one more row out of this? Probably not. Come on. Ooh. Customizable, repeatable to-do list. Thank you, Kitay. Come on. Thread, please. There we go. Oh. I went to go stick the needle on the back of my hand and realized I forgot my magnet. Here we go. Okay, now I have to find that thread again. Oh, that's neat, Kitay. Oh, I was looking at paperless. I have, ooh, I think that's the thread I need right on top. It is, I think. Yep, that's it. Cool. I found one that's called Dailyo that I've been using. That's more of like a daily journal where you go through, and it's more for like, I use it for tracking my habits so that I can kind of correlate, oh, I had a shitty day today, and then kind of go and look and be like, oh, well, it's because you know, I drank 3 coffees and didn't sleep well, or, you know, I had a good day today. Oh, I had tea and I took a walk. That's why. Um, it lets you just go through at the end of the day and sort of check off activities that you did or didn't do. And then also it has space to like jot down a little bit of a reflection journal about your day and also add photos to it. I haven't been doing it for super long, but I've found it really nice and helpful and super user friendly. And it lets you customize like the categories and what's in them. So like I added a thing for D&D and I added a thing for, you know, whatever. Groceries are good. Kara and Jade and I use one called AnyList, which is really nice because you can add multiple people to the account. So like all 3 of us have it on our phones and we can all just pop it open and add to the grocery list. So it's super great for a shared living situation because then whoever ends up at the store can just check the list and see what everybody's added to it. Sleep cycle. Huh, I'll have to look into that one. Okay, so I need there. And not pull the thread all the way through. There we go. Starting the thread is always the most difficult part. Come on. Nope, wrong side. Go. I am definitely not coordinated when it comes to cross stitching. I am far less practiced at it than Kara is. This is not pro level cross stitch by any means. Oh, that's really interesting. I wonder how well that would work if you have a partner in bed. Because, like, obviously Kara and I share a bed. So I wonder, like, how sensitive it is. It will calibrate? Interesting. I might have to give that a try then. Okay, 3. And then skip 1 and 4. Yes, pin down that tail. Excellent. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely have to give that a try then. Neat. Well, thank you, Julie. Good recommendations. 4, that's what I said. All about waking up gently and nicely. Well, I'm also one of those people that half the time I'll wake up just on my own and look out the window and be like, huh, it's pretty light out. I wonder what time it is. And I'll pick up my phone and it's literally like 10 minutes until my alarm. I'm like, okay, cool. If I am able to get into a habit of waking up at pretty much the same time every day, which luckily with this new job I am, my body gets used to it and I get usually pretty consistent about waking up. I mean, it tends to depend on how well I've slept that night. But yeah, generally I just kind of wake up, even like on my days off when I don't have any alarm set, I tend to wake up right about 9:30 every day I have off. Oh, wake up light is good. Yeah, light is a good way to wake up. Like, I don't know, maybe you should try setting an alarm, Dobby, because even just setting a routine of waking up at the same time might start to help, even if it's like totally arbitrary. Just putting like a little tiny bit of structure that you control back into your day might help with some of the listlessness. The on-call system paging you, yeah, rough. And I'm gonna guess that's just like a loud blaring alarm sound. Yeah, sun lamps, tongue. Sun lamps are great. Yeah, yeah, that's true. But like even so when I was working nights even, I'd be sleeping all day. Um, but would still usually try and set myself an alarm. Okay, and then 3 and then 5. Oh, but God, let me tell you, I am too old to work nights anymore. It was fine for while I was doing it, but I would not want to do it again. Actually, that's a good point. I should get myself a sun lamp for this winter because my office is completely windowless. My office is off the back of the kitchens in the middle of like a concrete block, and I have absolutely 0 windows. I would love to get an office plant, but it would not live. Hey, Azzy, hello. Ooh, officially requested not Dawn Garter Zeta. Thank you. So you can see the pattern on the what side is that? Right-hand side of the screen. The pattern is technically like a monochrome pattern. It's like quote unquote meant to be done all in one color. And I decided screw that. So I'm kind of using it as like a weird coloring book and just deciding what colors I want to do for the various sections when I get there. So yeah, it's like, it's a, yep, 2x2 stitch art. They're amazing. I have a ton of theirs. Cause like every time I go back to their store, they've got more of them and I'm in love with them. Yeah, so I'm winging it and turning it into art or something. Yeah, hopefully, Dobby. I always found that I was kind of the same way in the summers, that I would just kind of turn into a blobby vegetable and not be happy because there wasn't any structure or anything to do. So yeah, hopefully it will get better once classes start again. On the subject of 2x2, they have one that I bought that looks like a quilt sampler. Like, it looks like quilt blocks, but it's cross stitch. That's probably the one I'm gonna do next. I had already started this one when I bought it, so I want to try to finish this one first. But then the quilt block one is definitely on my list, because that's all my interests, or rather that's my major interest, but represented in cross stitch, which is kind of cool. Lost all direction in life. Yeah, right? So before I moved up here, after I graduated from university, I knew I was going to be coming up to Canada and moving in with Kara and going to, well, university, getting my master's degree up here. So I was just waiting for my visa to come in. And like, I was completely packed. I was ready to go. All of my shit was in boxes, and I was just sitting around my parents' house for like 3 weeks, just waiting on my stupid visa to come in. And it was the worst, because like, I couldn't get a job. I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't really do anything, because literally the day that my visa came in the mail, we were planning to leave the next day to get me moved up, because I was moving in with Kara, so we already had like a place and everything was ready. And yeah, it was worst. It was the worst. I have never felt like so adrift. Like, it was very weirdly liminal, because it was like I was existing in this limbo zone of just checking the mail and waiting. Yeah, I had a 14-page list made up for customs, because all the stuff I had read was like, if you're moving to Canada with all of your household goods, customs is gonna want to know everything that you're bringing with you. So I had made like a super detailed 14-page list. And they didn't even glance at it. Well, like, they glanced at it and kind of paged through it, and I saw the customs officers kind of exchanging looks. And I guess they figured that if I had gone to the trouble of making a list that complete, that everything was okay. So they basically just kind of waved me through. Well, it was probably partially that, and partially that they didn't want to have to dig through the bed of my brother's pickup truck that was full of boxes to check anything. Like, I was bringing a bunch of loose leaf tea with me too, and I had even like made sure that box was at the back, because I figured they'd want to check it and make sure none of it was drugs. But like, nope, they did not care. I even told them, I'm like, I've got a bunch of loose leaf tea, do you guys want to check it? And they were just like, no, it's fine. Like, I don't know if it was just I think it was a slow day that day, but like, geez, you'd think that would make them. Oh man, you took cross-stitch scissors on a plane? Well, I guess if the blades are small enough. I once got pulled aside in airport customs because I had a metal crochet hook in my carry-on and I had forgotten about it. Well, like, I had forgotten that it was metal and that it would definitely set off the detectors. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. Okay. So they pulled me aside and they were like, what's this? And I'm like, oh, that's just a crochet hook. Luckily, they let me keep it. They just wanted to know what the stick of metal in my bag was, I guess. Yeah, so Kara has like a little Legend of Zelda Master Sword charm it's like a phone charm, but it's real metal, and she's got it hanging off her 3DS. And she went through airport security with it in her carry-on and got pulled aside basically just because the tech, or the attendant, agent, I guess is the proper term, the agent had seen this little metal sword thing right next to electronics and just kind of wanted to know what it was. Like, as soon as she showed him it was just a keychain, he was like, oh yeah, that's no problem. Ooh, folding scissors. Those are always neat. I always feel like I'm gonna cut my fingers off with those, though. Yeah, they're usually pretty chill about, like, knitting needles, crochet hooks, even though you could totally do a lot of damage with those if you wanted to. It kind of surprises me that they're so chill about them. But I guess most of the time they're just aluminum, so maybe they figure that if you were really trying to do any damage with them, they'd break. But who knows? Oh my gosh, yeah, I think I told that story on stream before. So when we went down to Nashville for my brother's wedding, when we were flying home, we had gotten through security. And so, of course, once you're past security, they have all of the, like, duty-free shops and stuff. And we had a couple hours until our plane, so we were wandering around, and we found this, like, an espresso spice rub for meats. And it smelled delicious, so we picked up a can of it and stuck it in our luggage since, you know, we were already through security. Well, very long story short, the flight got canceled due to mechanical issue with the plane. I feel that thread catch. Stop that. So we got stuck in Nashville overnight, and it was the airline's fault. So, like, they put us up in a hotel, all that, no big deal. So the next day we go back to the airport to catch the rescheduled flight home. And as we're going through security, Kara gets pulled aside because they had registered the metal canister of powdered spice rub in her carry-on, and we're like, what the fuck is this? And she was like, oh, we bought that right over there yesterday when we were already through security, and we just hadn't thought about the fact that now we would have to try to get back through security with it. It turned out fine. They let us keep it, but they did, like, swab Kara down for, I guess, explosives detection or black powder detection or whatever. But of course it came up clean, so they let us go and let us keep the spice rub, which is great because it was expensive. And also very, very tasty. So hi, Arandis. Oh no, is it still really hot? Oof, it's actually cooled down a lot here today. It's like 19 outside. It's ridiculous. We had a ton of storms come through yesterday. So it's actually finally broken the heat, which is fantastic. Is this the one? Okay, this is the one where I want to. Right? 1, 2, 3. No. Did I miss a row somewhere? No, we're good. I'm good. I'm totally a professional. I know what I'm doing. It's a lie. I'm not a professional at all. Kara's the professional. Ooh, a needle minder ring would be cool. Yeah, like I said, the ones that I got that I'm using here are just like, they're meant to be purse clasps. But any, like, you probably don't want something that's super, super strong. But most fairly thick magnets should work. An unmarked pudding cup in your purse? Oh no! Did they let you keep it? Or did you do the dominance thing of, like, whipping it out and eating it in front of them? I've definitely done that before when I've forgotten that I had like a drink or something in my bag and they're like, you need to throw that away. I'll just like pop it open and chug it instead. Oh, 33 feels like 36. That's awful. I'm so sorry, Randus. Please try and stay cool if you can. Oh, you totally can wrap some pretty fabric around it. Do like a little, like a gathered yo-yo kind of thing. Another heat wave this week. Oof. Yeah, stay safe and cool, friends. Like I said, if anyone wants to come visit us in Ottawa, it's quite nice right here, actually. Well, it's kind of gray and damp, but the temperature is lovely. Yeah, no, that's totally fair, Dobby. Do you guys have air conditioning, or are you in a part of Europe where it's just not a thing? Because, like, we've been really, really lucky that we have central air. Oh, no! Yeah, that sucks. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we're lucky enough that we have air conditioning, so... AC is for cars and also for people so they don't die. Okay, and then one here, and that finishes up this flower. I cut too much thread, but that's okay. Sleeping on the couch so the AC doesn't have to work as hard. Yeah, that's valid. Okay, so that's that little flower done. And I guess we can do the other side of this little leaf stem here. Finish up the that little section. Oh yeah, the ocean breeze has got to be nice. Oh, I want to go back to Victoria. It was so pretty there, and we didn't get nearly enough time to like look around and explore as much as I wanted to. Partially because somebody had sprained her ankle the night before we got there. Well, the night before we got back there. Yeah, no, Julie. So I don't know if I've mentioned this or not. Kara and I were in Victoria in the summer of 2019. We actually spent the night with Deb and Brad. Or Ash and Brad. Mixing FF14 names. We were there on our honeymoon because Kara's got family on the island. It was beautiful. My one regret is that we didn't know you yet, or I'd be like, Julie, we should do lunch. No, I would love to go back. Yeah, Kara sprained her ankle the night before. It was hilarious. We got back to the ferry docks where they were supposed to pick us up. And Kara gets out of her aunt's car and just kind of hobbles toward Ash and holds out her arms and goes, Deb, I need healing. And Ash was just like, what? What did you do? Okay. Do I have this green handy? I do. Yeah, no, so we were out on Gabriola Island for our honeymoon, actually. Kara's mom and her aunt got us a retreat package at the Haven, which is like a like a spiritualist retreat kind of place out on Gabriola. But it was actually like a couples communication course. And it was actually like really fascinating and really useful. It was about like, conflict resolution and like how to talk to your partner and how to communicate with your partner, so that feelings don't get hurt and you can foster, a healthy relationship. It was a wonderful wedding present from them. And getting to spend a week out on the island, like, it was absolutely gorgeous. Oh no, no, I didn't push her. I grabbed her and yoinked her to try to make sure she didn't fall in the ocean, because she very nearly did. Yeah, it was not great, because then I also had to carry her part of the way back. Luckily her aunt was with us, so her aunt went sprinting back to the retreat to get the car and come and get us. But meanwhile, I had to like half carry, help Maria like hobble back up the hill to where the road was. Ooh, gyoza. Gyoza are delicious. Hey, Alk. Time to figure out what part of the pattern I need again. I think it's... No, that's the wrong side. I need the bottom bit of that. No, that's the top bit. I need the bottom bit. No, I need the other bottom bit. I need the middle bottom. There we go. I need the middle bottom bit. Oh, now I kind of want gyoza. Well, this is a good time to tell me you ordered dim sum for dinner. Did you get me some of the curry ones? You ordered from Dumpling Dumpling, didn't you? There we go. That's where I'm working from. Oh, wait! I'm dumb. This is radial. Derp. Because I can go like this. And then just use this part of the pattern. Hello. Let me just move my little... There we go. Duh. That'll make it slightly easier. Okay. Okay. Oh, an actual dim sum place. Dim sum is small and delicious like all of y'all. Yeah, that's true. Dobby's a Rogadame. Very, very tall. The rest of us might be small, though. Chicken cream corn soup. Oh, that actually sounds really, really good. Give me a little longer tail on this one, because I'm going to have to diagonal it. Yalka's max size rogue. Yeah, no, like, I cannot stress how much Kara is an IRL Lalafell. In, like, mannerisms and also short roundness. To the point where I, like, literally my pet name for her IRL is Popido. Come on, thread. There we go. There we go. What am I doing with my life? Cross-stitching, that's what I'm doing. Lesbian potato emote. Yeah, exactly. I mean, my cat boy is maximum tall for a cat boy, but that's still not very tall compared to other races, so. Pinning Sadu. Yup, pretty much. Come on. Again, apologies for constantly pulling this out of frame, but there we go. Smallest cat girl. Small partners do rule. Kara is the perfect armrest size. I just kind of wander up behind her while she's cooking and lean on her. I also just realized that because Julie's a streamer, I know what Julie looks like. I have no idea how tall Julie actually is. Because there has never been any height context. Which is kind of interesting to realize. Yeah, I am her reaching arms. We are the stereotypical, like, tall and small, where I have to reach all of the high shelf things. Because Kara cannot. Well, Kara cannot reach them without standing on counters, and I do not like her to stand on counters, so therefore I reach all of the things. Aw, Yalk has gifted a sub to Julie. Thank you, Yalk. Oh, Julie is my height. I'm also like 5'7"-ish. Yeah, DB is weird for judging heights. Also, like, the chair is massive, so you can't even, like, judge based on size of chair. Yeah, I am the smallest in my fam. So my sister is a bit... My mom and I are about the same height. My sister and my dad are both a couple inches taller than us. My brother is 6'4". But yeah, I am the shortest in my family. And when I was living in Japan, nobody would believe me. I had to provide family pictures as proof. Because, of course, like, in Japan, I was tall. All of my students, like, I had one particular class that was all housewives. Like, it was all super sweet ladies in their 40s and 50s that were basically just taking English classes for the fun of it and to get out of the house kind of thing. Or they had kids that were taking English classes, so they decided they would too. And so my classes with them were less actual lessons and more just kind of like hanging out and talking with them. And it was like conversation practice. And all of them were smaller than me. Like I've got a picture somewhere of me with these sweet ladies. And they were all smaller than me, like way shorter. And so none of them believed me when I said that I was the shortest in my family. And so I had to get my mom to send me pictures so that I could prove to them. Oh yeah, so the second time I went to Japan, I was with a couple other students. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to tell. So my friend Craig is 6'1". No, he's taller than that. He's got to be 6'2" or 6'3". And he would always wear this bright orange baseball cap. And so anytime we went anywhere, like shopping or anything, the professor would literally just tell us, okay, like, go get your food, go get whatever, we'll meet back at Craig. because it didn't matter where we were. We were in Japan, so Craig was always visible. He was a very good sport about it. He thought it was really funny, luckily. And Malcolm is too big for Japan, of their friend Malcolm who didn't fit through most doors. Yep, that was Craig. I was okay most of the time. I would never ever be able to go lingerie shopping in Japan. Because I am even of a modest build and I would not be able to find a bra there. I had a heck of a time trying to find shoes there. I wear 9.5s or 10s, depending, and I had to look for a really long time to find shoes that fit me. I ended up having to like go to the very back of a shoe store to like their international section, I guess, and I got a pair of shoes that were imported from Italy. Luckily, they weren't like super expensive or anything. They just happened to be imported from Italy, and they had Italian sizing on them, so they were actually big enough. I'm not sure most Japanese brands even make shoes that go up to 9.5 and 10. Have to ship your brother new clothing whenever he runs out? Yup. Everywhere I've hit my head in this ryokan. Oh no. I should look those up because that sounds fantastic. Maybe I was thinking about this earlier. Maybe I'll start doing a thing where on Sundays, when I'm doing my patchwork streams, maybe each week I'll preload one of my pictures from Japan. And then when I take my break at noon, either right before or right after break, I'll pull up the picture and kind of tell a story about it. Because I have so many good pictures and so many good stories about my time in Japan. Oh, gyoza is always delicious. I love gyoza. Because that way it's not like an entire stream taken up with, here's an entire slideshow of pictures. But also then, like, I do get to share them and tell stories and things. So yeah, maybe I'll start doing that. Noon, Sundays at noon Eastern Time. Tune in for fun Japan stories. Ooh, yes, I should do that, Julie. I've kind of been meaning to do that. I have a few printed. I actually have a few. Okay, weird segue. I've actually made a couple of the photos I like best into cross-stitch patterns that are available on my Etsy store. And I've kind of toyed around with doing more. Just because I have so many really good photos and it's kind of fun to make them into patterns. I should do that. Oh man, physical photo albums. My sister actually made one for me right before I moved, and I came across it the other day. And it's like, it's all baby and like childhood photos of me and us. I should get a bunch of my Japan photos printed. Oh! Wait, it's 7 o'clock already? Jeez. Alright, let me stick my needle here. Type the thing. There we go. Burp! Where's my pattern? Where's my pattern? Come on, mouse. There we go. Oh! I should also show, because I've still got it sitting here. And I don't... Most of you were not here on Sunday. Look at this beautiful thing that I got from Indigo. Bird goes on the stack. Bird resolves. I love them. They're so dumb. It's like $20 on Indigo, and you don't have to pay Squeenix shipping. Washoy! Yes, yes. The dumbest fish. I love them. But yeah, it's cute as heck. It's even got, where's the pot Namazu? It's got a Namazu in a pot. It is, I mean, I can read it again if you guys want to have story time again. It's not a long book. Anyone who was here to hear me read it on Sunday can just tune it out. Because it is the most wholesome story involving a Namazu I've ever heard in my life. Okay. The Namazu and the Greatest Gift. We're going to have some interesting background music for this, I think. In the far, far east was a great grassy steppe where Namazu gathered to frolic and feast and do other things that Namazu do. The Namazu enjoyed many sunny days on the steppe. So sunny, in fact, that they soon found themselves with a big, big problem. The sun had dried the river right up and stolen the fun of fishing. Smelling a chance to seem important, Seigetsu, who thought of many, many things, gathered his friends Gyoshin, who built many, many things, and Gyorei, who was the only one who ever stopped to wonder if those things were a good idea. I know a sage who can change the weather, Seigetsu said. He lives on the mountain beyond the river. Seigetsu was sure that the sage could solve their problem, so the three Namazu set off to search for him. After a long, long climb, they found the sage at the top of the mountain. "You can make it rain, yes, yes?" they asked. The sage was awed, and his answer was odder. "I can," he said. "Enough to fill your river and more. But I won't. Not unless you find me something new, something no one has ever seen before." Something new? What gift will do? The three Namazu wondered. They searched through their treasures until each found a present for the sage. Gyoshin chose a colorful fan from the Namazu's festival. Seigetsu chose his favorite book, filled with big words. Gyorei chose a fancy outfit she'd made with her own 2 fins. These were all very good gifts, but the sage would not accept them. "You've seen these before. They are not new," he said, and turned them away. Discouraged, Seigetsu and Gyorei returned to the steppe. If the sage did not want their most treasured treasures, then it was clear that nothing would make him happy. Gyoshin was not so sure. He stayed behind.
A plate of dim sum make SJ happy?
Ooh, yes, yes. Thank you. I'm reading.
I know, but I figured you should have something to munch on.
Thank you. Gyoshin was not so sure. He stayed behind on the mountain, watching the sage from the shadows. Gyoshin could find something suitable, a gift to make the sage smile, if only he understood the odd otter a little bit better. Even though the sage lived all alone at the top of the mountain, he had everything he needed to survive. When he was hungry, he called the wind to pluck fish from the streams and bring them to his table. When he was hot, he called the clouds to cover the sun so he could relax in the shade. Gyoshin was actually a little bit jealous, actually. Yes, yes. Gyoshin watched for 7 days and 7 nights. He was starting to think the sage had no problems of any kind. "Ugh, I'm so bored," the sage said for the 7th time that day. What a surprise! How strange! Even with his amazing powers, the sage wasn't having any fun at all. No, no. It was enough to make a Namazu think. Hmm. The next day, Gyoshin spoke to the sage again. Have you given up? Asked the sage, seeing no gifts in Gyoshin's fins. No, said Gyoshin. I have a gift for you. Something so new that no one has ever seen it before. But you must accept it for it to work. Because, you see, it's friendship between you and me. You will accept it, yes, yes? The sage laughed. Yes, I suppose I will. No one has ever given me their friendship before. Saying it out loud made the sage realize how lonely he had been and how much he had wanted a friend. Now that he had one, he was so happy that he cried tears of joy. The sage and the Namazu held a ceremony together to call the rains. Soft clouds swept over the steppe as they celebrated together. The raindrops that fell upon them were warm and gentle, and the sage knew he would never feel alone again. It is very rainy, most moist indeed, cried Gyoshin joyfully. The sky must be happy for us too, yes. From that day forward, there was always rain enough on the steppe, and friendship for any who needed it. I love these idiots. Yes, this was written by Bari Oda, who's one of the lead story designers for FF14, and illustrated by Hiroyuki Nagamine, who's one of the character concept artists. It's stupidly cute. I actually collect children's picture books, so as soon as I saw that this was coming out, I was like, I need it. Also, underneath the jacket, that's the actual cover, which is fantastic. So yes, the power of rain is friendship, or something along those lines. Make friends with the otter, I guess, is the moral of the story. I'm pretty sure we've seen Disaster Kite before. There are probably an infinite number of kittes in the sack, though. Oh, pardon me. Sorry. I should switch back to my actual pattern. So yeah, I was super happy when that came in at Indigo on Thursday. The real friends was the rain we made along the way. Haven't seen that kite before. This kite exists by our request? Oh no, so it is a new kite. Well, I think the otter is definitely bringing the rain around here, which is fine. We need the rain, so I'll take it. Yet another kite. Truly, the ways of life are mysterious and great. Skip to, yes. Okay, I was gonna say, that was a little bit fast for you to have made an account from scratch. An infinite number of disaster kittes still can't negotiate their way out of a paper sack. Yeah, it's probably true. Like, all I can think is, like, can you imagine, like, just throwing a sack over Mazette Tia from the Ananta quests? Like, he'd probably just sit there and kind of flail weakly and then try to explode himself out of the bag and still be stuck in the bag. First rule of mad science, keep track of the abominations. I mean, all we can do is try. I swear to God, if that's another 1-800 number. Yeah, it sure is. Ah, the scammers are alive and well in Ontario. Oh, these are the ones lately are a new breed though. Like they'll actually leave a message, but then if you go and listen to the message, they're speaking Chinese, and saying something about. Well, they'll start in Chinese, and then switch to English and say something about how they're from UPS, and you need to call them back to get your parcel released for delivery. And I'm like, yeah, sure. That's definitely a thing. Uh-huh. Totally legit UPS call. Never summon any kite you can't support sitting on you for 12 hours? Oh boy. Another job scam? Ugh. Those are the worst. I'm so sorry, Merlin. Yeah, those are not cool. But I'm really, really glad that you're able to tell them for what they are and not fall for them. Because some of them are pretty ingenious. Or just, you know, if people are desperate enough to ignore red flags. Jobs are scams. I mean, yeah, not wrong. Sasha is probably downstairs somewhere staring at the television in confusion. It's really funny when I stream and Kara's watching downstairs because she'll hear my voice and she knows it's my voice, but she doesn't see me. And she can't figure out where I am because she's hearing me come from the television. She is a wonderful mix of smart and dumb. She's sleepy in the window. I mean, yeah, there's that too. I felt that thread catch. Stop that. There we go. She is not the brightest of cats, no. She's beautiful. She knows she's beautiful, but she is not bright. There we go. Literally and figuratively. Yeah, yeah. This is true. Oh no! A dog that likes apples? Okay, that's a new one. I don't know that I've heard that one before. Ooh, yeah, that's rough, Dobby. It sucks when you've got like such narrow restrictions like that. Trying to find something that fits them can be really hard. I mean, I would say get Miller like an apple-shaped squeaky toy, But I'm gonna bet he does the German thing where he just destroys squeaky toys in about 4 hours. Or at least that's what King used to do. My friend used to have to buy like the super, super heavy duty toys for him because anything less and he would just annihilate it in like 2 hours. Because you'd get him a new toy and he would fall in love with it and become obsessed with it and then just destroy it. Oh, really? Interesting. Doesn't care for toys that aren't tennis balls, huh? Well, yeah. I mean, all dogs are destructive to a certain extent, but when you're a, waist-high Bergeron German Shepherd, there's like an extra level of oomph to it. Pulled 10 balls out from under the couch. Oh no. Yeah, that's fair, Dobby. Most of the time, anyone, yeah, something that's that part-time. Huh, interesting. I guess it's like my parents never gave their dog table scraps, so I guess it's just we never discovered that. Interesting. I mean, we did have a former roommate's cat that was absolutely in love with strawberries for some reason. And she wouldn't eat them, she would just sit there and lick them like a weirdo. Huh, Lily too. Interesting. I had no idea that dogs had a thing for carrots. Weirdos make the world go round. I mean, yeah, that's true. We've discovered that Sasha likes lemon, which I had always heard. I had always heard that cats are supposed to hate citrus. Um, but yeah, Sasha likes lemons. Not like raw lemons, but anytime I have like lemon pie, lemon cream, lemon yogurt, she wants it. Oh yeah, crackers and his stupid peas. I'm trying to think if Lance liked anything weird. I don't think so, because again, my parents never let us give them much of anything as far as table scraps. They always just kind of got their cat and dog food and treats and things. Oh no, I take that back. Lance liked cheese. If I had like slices of cheese, he would try to steal them from me. But then most cats like cheese. Oh, absolutely agreed. I love lemon anything. I had just always heard that cats were citrus adverse. Charlotte knew the sound of the cheese drawer in the fridge. Oh no! Okay, so 3 and then skip and then 1. Aw, yeah, dogs that love ice are the best. That is, yeah, that is the one thing that my parents would give their dog is ice cubes. But she wouldn't, like, she wouldn't eat it. She would treat it like a toy. Like, she would pick it up and throw it and chase it. And I guess use it like a ball. A very cold, wet ball. Until it disappeared. Theo played with ice, but the dog eats it. Oh, and Champ loved to crunch. Well, Kara has redeemed a board game arena. Where do you get all these channel points? Just finish this row here. Man, have you been like secretly watching my streams or something? Lurk hard, get points? I mean, yeah. She stole them. From who? Okay. Let me switch my thingy. That should be the one. Yep. Sweet. Stealth Pocono. I mean, is that an indication I need to raise my prices? Alright, how many boards have I got? Not as many as Kite is the answer. There we go. Okay, let's see. So Carcassonne. This is one of the ones that just started. I am green. This is not the game where I have a monastery up, so I probably just want to extend this road, but I cannot. Ooh. I don't really... Did not win this time? Aw. Oh, actually, I can extend this city down here. Yeah, we'll go like that. Ooh, and Randus is redeeming stretch, 32 tables, that's not bad. Stretch and hydrate, which, reminder, those are for everybody. Please stretch yourself out. Get up if you've been sitting for a while, move around a little bit, and also find a drink, some sort of a liquid. Oh, good night, Kite. Have a good evening, sleep well. I'm also gonna hydrate here. Thank you, Randus. Self-care is important. Do the things. Also, meds reminder for anyone that might need them. Oh yeah, sleepy Kite. Alright, so this is Alhambra. Aha, I do have enough gold to get the borderless one here, so I will do that thing. And let's put it in the corner here. Confirm. Okay, next. Yeah, 32 boards is nothing compared to Kite. Okay. Okay. Okay, so thanks to Kite's lesson yesterday, I think I kind of know what I'm doing now. Or rather, I have a better idea of what I'm doing now. I probably still won't win anything. What did I do last turn? Did I just take a card last turn? Yes, I did just take a card last turn. Okay, cool. Yeah, and as Kite was saying yesterday, there's not really any good early plays here. Which probably means we're all going to be equally in debt, which is fine. Question is, where do I want to start? I think I will start here. No. No. Straight. There we go. Okay. Next. Ooh, Sushi Go. One of several games of Sushi Go going at the moment. I think... So at the end of the game, 1, 2, or 3 green tea are worth 0. If you have 4 green tea, you score 12. What round are we on? I feel like it should say somewhere, but... Oh, round 1 of 3. Okay. Okay, so I've got 3 rounds to find 4 green tea. I'll take that. I want other people to take the edamame because you score based on how many are in other people's hands as long as you have 1. So, and these guys only score if you get up to 10 of them. So I'll just take salmon for now. Next. Oh, Stella. God, I love this game. This is so pretty. All right, alchemy. Oh, that's one of the easier prompts we've had lately. All right, so this one's definitely alchemy. I just love the art on these cards. Also definitely alchemy. Like so many of these I just want as posters or like art prints. I love this one. This feels like more mechanical crafting than alchemy. I think he's welding a thing. I love this one too. It's so cute. Okay. Okay, maybe just a couple. Yeah, we'll go with those. Next. Aha, another Sushi Go party. Ah. Theos and Rhoda kicking our butts as usual. That's okay. Next. Is this the both sides game or is this the single side? That's so my one beef with the interface for 6Nimit is I wish it had a very easy visual indicator of this is a both sides game or this is a right side only game. I don't really have good plays here. Let's go with that one. Aha, this is the both sides game. Still don't have any really good plays. We'll go with that one. Next. Yeah, so the Stella Dixit universe is really interesting because it's you score points based on how many people think the same way you do and pick the same cards for the prompts. If you're the only person that picks a card for that prompt, I think you might actually lose points, but you definitely don't score points, which is really interesting because it's like it's cooperative without being cooperative. By side duel, something like that. Oof. Oof. Don't like this. I'll go with that. Next. Aha, next station, London. A wild card. I need to cross the Thames and I need to hit all of the ones in the center. So I will put that there. And this pencil power is draw a second section of your underground line connecting to another station with the same symbol. If it's a wild, it has to match, so it would be another triangle. I think I'll leave that for now. And turn. Next. Boomerang Europe. Another fun one. I need to pick up a mountain. Aha, mountains. And a boat. Perfect. Take it. Next. Wizard. I've got 2 of the 4. Next. Oh yes, Kitte's teaching me how to play cribbage. 9, 17. Ticket to Ride is a fun one. I played it IRL a couple times, but it's been years and years, so I would have to kind of learn or relearn how, but I remember it being fun. Yeah, let's take the boar there. I've actually never played cribbage, so Kitte is teaching me how. It looks like one of those games where it's simple enough to learn it. I should have played the 6 there, not the 8. Yeah, probably. Cribbage looks like one of those... Oh, right. Right. Yes, you are correct. That is a thing I have forgotten. Yeah, it looks like one of those games where it's fairly simple to remember, and the strategy comes in, yeah, timing the cards and trying to anticipate what your opponent is gonna do. Yeah, I flipped that. That's fine. I'm sure Kitte will go easy on me. Right? Right. Totally. A circle. Let's go over here. And a hexagon. Let's... There. Okay. And I'll leave the pencil power for now. Next. I'm also realizing that I don't... A lot of times when I'm playing games, I'm like hyper-focused on what I'm doing, especially with pass and plays, and I don't pay enough attention to what my opponent is doing. And I should pay more attention and strategize a little bit more based on what my opponent is doing. And I don't do that enough. So maybe that is a thing I will attempt to get better at games. Oh, those will stack. Yay, lots of goods. Is that helpful? 1 silver coin in addition to the 2 workers. Okay. Oh, I don't have any workers to be able to take it though. You know what? Yeah, let's prep for next turn. And take an animal or a ship tile. Take 4 workers. Oh, that'll be useful. I'll take that. Bought a tally counter to help keep track of things. Ooh, cool. Hopefully that'll help. Oh, it's my turn again immediately. Excellent. Ha ha ha. Let's see. So let's place that. And then, yeah, let's take that I was intending to. Confirm. Next. Oh yeah, the 3-person king domino, which is interesting. Yes. Yes, let's go like that. That's the one I wanted anyway. Next. Okay, yeah, this is the hand and foot game that's going decently for me. Except for when I draw 2 of everything and nothing that I can play. Rude. Next. There is another hand and foot game that you will probably see that hates me. Okay, so I need an airplane. Don't have an airplane on hand. Let's go with the @ sign. Still no airplane or bike. So let's do C, because I haven't hit that one yet. Okay, next. Ooh, oh goodness. You okay there, BGA? Well, yeah, word game. Turnip? I could totally do turnip. Oh, I don't have any remover in this game, though. No, let's just go with turn. Flush the offer row. Ooh, yeah, give me an A. Alright, there we go. And I'll figure out what that spells later. Next, another Carcassonne. I think this is the one where I have the monastery to surround. No. Oh, am I in 3 Carcassonne games? I mean, that's not terribly surprising. Okay, let's actually cap this city. Score some quick points and get a guy on there. Okay, next. Miss Kitty has moved to the squishy chair. Ooh. Burps! Ooh, that's a lot of robins. Gimme. I still need those. Ta-da! Next. You are a squishy chair? Oh no, does Miller try to be a lap pupper when he is definitely not lap pupper sized? Okay, so I want vertical lines and minors. Miller just rolled another ball under the couch. Oh no! Dad, go get it! Dad, my ball! Mountains. Yes. Yes. There. Confirm. Next. Ah, the 3-person Burgundy game. I have one mine already that I need to place. Aminals. Actually, I've got that. Let's take that. Let's place that. Actually, let's take that, but let's put it down here so that I can reach that other mind space. And then let's sell that and confirm. He's now twisting his head trying to figure out how to get it. Oh no. Miller, I'm pretty sure you're too big to fit under the couch. Pretty sure. Well, that's an easy choice. And then let's put that there. Okay, next. Ooh, yes, not Mahjong. Well, it is and isn't Mahjong. Dragon Mahjong. Yes. Pick top tile. Match the tile. And then lay the tiles. Yeah, I want to put them there. Place tile. Place tile. And then I've got 4 together so I can consolidate them. And then I can place a shrine on one of them. And this game we will score extra points for shrines adjacent to dragons that stay face up. So I'm leaving that one face up. Next. Get together for a game of Mahjong sometime? Yeah, we should. The problem is trying to find time when all of us have like 2.5 hours. Mahjong Soul's a good interface. We've played on there a few times. It's definitely one of the better ones. Yes, give me a river crossing. Ooh, wild card. This game has like no objectives and no pencil powers, and it's weird. It's just straight scoring, and I don't know what to do. Okay. Next. I will just take that. Next. Ooh, yes. Our game of mission, which is actually going well. I just need to try to shed these subs. I really hope Kite has the other 2 subs. FF14 does have a weirdly good Mahjong interface. The only problem with that is that Kite is one of our Mahjong people, but Kite does not play 14. So there actually is some empty space in the Venn diagram there. Oh, we would be happy to teach you Mahjong at some point, Yalk. It's a bit complicated, but if you can remember these scoring sets, it's not terrible. Okay, I'm blue. Oh, this is the one with the monastery I need to surround. So let's put that there. Yes, because then I'll be able to do, yeah, cool. Okay, next. Yeah, yeah. Akagi? I have not watched any of the ridiculous Mahjong anime. I taught myself on Doman Mahjong. Fight. There we go. Next. Learn Mahjong and then laser cut custom tiles from Slate. Yeah, that sounds like you, Yalk. Of course you will. Okay, no possible move here, so I'll discard. Next. Summer Wars is so good. Legit, probably my favorite movie ever. Definitely, like, way up there in the top. It's such a good movie. It is, in fact, what inspired me to learn Koi Koi. Choose a card to exchange with your teammate. What does... I don't really need anything. Let's give them a 6. Next. Oh, I need a single yellow tile. I will take a single yellow tile. Put it there. Confirm. Next. Which one is this? This board is getting full. Mountain and horizontal lines. Okay. Well, there. Sure. Sure. Okay, that's it. Thank you, friends. Get myself back into sewing place. There we go. Yeah, pretty much, Yalk. That is fairly accurate. I feel like you could say that you had started construction on your own rocket to rival like Space Link, and we would believe you. Merlin, go set up for your stream. I want to watch more dumb dating sim. Okay, where was I? 3. Okay, that's where I am. Ooh, Kara in here being way more aggressive than me. Right. Yes, my mistake. Dating sim cleverly disguised as a strategy game. That moon base won't build itself? Yeah, exactly. Get on that, Yalk. Oh, that one. There we go. It's true, you are always more aggressive than me. I'm the calm, complacent one. In the terrible dad sweaters. Like, legit, this is how I know gender is a lie. Because I am 100%, I identify as female. I am cis female through and through. However, I fully embrace being the dad friend. I am full of terrible jokes and worse sweaters. And there was one Thanksgiving where Kara and her mom were in the kitchen, bustling around, making Thanksgiving dinner. I was sitting in the living room playing video games until Kara realized we were out of something, and she went, "Hey, hey, SJ, can you run to the store and pick up XYZ? And so I heaved a sigh, put down my controller, and went out to get whatever we needed on Thanksgiving. Like the dad. I am fully happy being the dad friend. Because I'm also full of, like, sort of wise advice, but also really bad jokes. I don't know. It's an aesthetic. It works for me. Also plaid. Lots of plaid. No, I don't think she's quite that far yet, Randus. So neither Kara nor I have ever played a Fire Emblem game before, so Merlin's only playing it when we're able to watch because we want to see it. Yeah, I probably, yeah, Kara calling me out. Okay, what's my next? I mean, I also just kind of make that grunt on a daily basis because ow my back and ow my knees and occasionally ow my hips. I don't know. Fred, stop that. That's what I get for always rotating my thread in the same direction. There we go. Better. Okay, now it is that one. Yeah. No, I do not, because we do not have space in our living room for a recliner. We actually do not own a recliner at all. I do, however, have my space on the couch, but then again, so does Kara. We both kind of have our spots. I mean, I guess this chair that I'm sitting in now is kind of my recliner. It's one of those, it's an IKEA gaming chair, but it's one of those chairs that's kind of shaped like a rocking chair, but doesn't have rockers on it. I absolutely would have my recliner, but I don't have space for it. But yeah, like the crafting chair I'm sitting in is kind of a recliner. I suppose it would count. I am also a big fan of like the really terrible Hawaiian print button-up shirts that are in fashion right now. I need to buy more of them. Ah, yes. I mean, you always gotta have the parents. It's the Lucia Carum principle. Any group of like half a dozen people, you will naturally have people that sort of rise to the top and become the mom and dad of the group. Gender is completely irrelevant. Oh my god. Now I'm remembering, so there was one time where this was back when, well, I mean, GPS was around, but it was still really new. And data on phones was a lot more expensive and rare. This was back in, oh gosh, when was that, Kara? 2010. No, 2011. I was flying back from Japan. So essentially, I was flying back from Japan, and so we arranged it so that I flew into Chicago, where my grandparents live, and Kara flew down from Canada into Chicago. And my parents had been up to visit my grandparents like a week or two before. So when my parents came up, oh, that's the wrong direction. When my parents came up to visit my grandparents, they drove in 2 cars. And then when they went home, they left 1 car at my grandparents, so that when I flew in, I could take my car back home from my grandparents and just drive back. Because it was cheaper for both me and Kara to just fly into Chicago, I think, than to do the connection and fly into the airport nearer to my parents. And also that way I got to show Kara around Chicago for a couple days. But anyway, because this was 2009, my dad printed off MapQuest maps, like 11 pages of MapQuest directions, and left them in my car for me, because I had never driven from my grandparents to my parents before. And it's like, my parents live in Ohio, so it's like a 5-6 hour drive. It's a pretty good haul. Yeah, so I get to my grandparents, and there's just a stack that's like that thick of MapQuest printouts sitting on the bed waiting for me. Yeah, that's my dad through and through. Is that the wrong direction? Okay, 1, 2, 3 down. Nope, that's right. That's right. I'm mirroring against this, and I have trouble with my left and rights on the best of days. Oh no. Oh, that's rough, Dobby. Always listen to the phones. The phones have updated traffic. And down. Yes. MapQuest was the worst sequel to EverQuest. It's true. Laser Quest is by far the best in that franchise, though. Oops. For a second, Merlin, I thought Theo had stepped on the keyboard. I was gonna go, hi, Theo. Nope, straight down. I think. No, I was right. Back one. There. Yes. Oh, eating ice cream? Excellent. Now I go straight down. Eating ice cream, but are you setting up for stream? The issue with Laser Quest is it requires IRL friends. Yeah, that's true. I've actually... No, I take that back. I have been laser questing once, but that was with my family. My brother is way too good at it. Yes. Stream is set up and ready to go. Good. I'm running out of thread. You can see I am following no sort of coherent pattern on the back. And I don't care. Let's see. Dinner first, Randus. I mean, you're an adult. You can do what you want, but I highly encourage you to have dinner first. What did I... Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, yes, it's so cute. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to bop the microphone there. It's very cute and it's very you. Like, Merlin somehow managed to capture the distilled essence of Kara. Yeah, it's probably as long as I want it. Start to get that nice gradient back into the dark there. I mean, ice cream for dinner is valid. I've definitely done that before. There are definitely nights where dinner is either a Blizzard from Dairy Queen or a McFlurry. Come on, thread. There we go. And my trick is, because I've got 4 strands left here, I just wrap them on the other way, so that way I know I've got strands here that are pre-cut ready to go of this color. Ooh, for their fries. Interesting. I like their chicken strips are really good. If I'm getting ice cream anyway, but I know I need real food, I'll usually get DQs like chicken strips. Brandis, you mentioned chili dogs, but Julie's vegetarian and I'm probably allergic to the chili. So that means you get to enjoy both of our shares. So go ham on the chili dogs. Yes, straight down. That's the one I want. See if I can manage not to pull the thread all the way through. As I've done on numerous occasions before. That's fine. That's a you guys problem. I mean, yeah, I suppose. Allergy, definitely a problem. The choice of being vegetarian, less so. Here is there. Okay, thread. Work with me here. Come on. Four more squares to crochet left. Ooh. Go, yeah, go. Okay, but now I'm wondering what ham chili would be like. And I'm gonna guess the answer is salty. We made chili last week. But we typically make ours in a crock pot. And not very spicy because allergy. Is that where I want it to go? No. Wait, yes? Oh. It helps if I put my needle back through the front. Duh. There we go. There we go. That's secured. Oh, no. One more back. There. Crock pots are magical. We made well, they weren't technically roasted, but we made baked roasted cubed potatoes in the crock pot once. With layers of bacon and cheese. It was magical. think I've ever used a pressure cooker. Let's see. One more. Yep. We made curry not that long ago, too. Japanese curry full of apples and potatoes is the best. And surprisingly good cold. Like, it's good hot, but then you dump it in a Tupperware, stick it in the fridge, make some fresh rice the next day, and just dump the cold curry over it. Oh, it's so good. Nope, back one more. Oh yeah, giving Kara a pressure cooker is how we explode the house. Oh, it's Kara's recipe. I'm sure she will be happy to give you curry tutorials. Japanese curry is the best. So yeah, all the curry we make is Japanese curry because it's the only curry I can eat. But the Glico blocks that you get, like the curry blocks, are completely pepper free, completely safe for me to eat. So that's typically what we use, and it's so good. Well, the mild ones are completely pepper free, and those are the ones that are easiest to get around here. Fuck, now I want curry again. Oh yeah, you did add sake last time. We have this amazing yuzu lime sake that the local LCBO has. Oh, it's so good. It's also just marvelous to drink because it's a really, really weak sake. It's only like 5%. Kara's a little bit more sensitive, but I can basically just chug it. It's like, I call it very slightly spicy juice, and it's delicious. Oh look, Sasha fur. I love when the thread decides to self-knot. Yeah, no, I'm not a huge mango fan. I think we put something else in last time too, but I'm drawing a blank on what it was. Uh, mm, Coconut flakes would probably be good too. Hmm. Must be misremembering them. Oh yeah, you could very easily turn it into a coconut curry. You could probably even add some coconut water instead of the sake or in addition to the sake if you wanted a really wet curry. We tend to like our curries a bit thicker because then you just kind of pour it over rice. But if you wanted like a soupier curry, you totally could. I don't know why I'm saying this like I have any idea about cooking whatsoever. Oh yeah, doing a coconut rice to go with it would be good. Because I'm not usually a fan of coconut, but like the last time we got a meal box kit that came with coconut rice, I actually quite liked it. So I think maybe it just needs to be shaved a lot finer than what I usually see it. Okay, okay. What's the difference between coconut water and coconut milk? I thought they were both like the thing that came out when you dumped it, like when you cracked a coconut. What is the difference? Like legit, I thought they were the same thing. Oh, it's fat content? So, like, when you crack it open and just dump out what's inside, that's the coconut water. But then if you actually, like, squeezed the flesh of it, that would be the milk? Interesting. Huh. But today I learned. I always just assumed they were both names for the same thing. Well, there we go. This is why I stream, because smart people teach me things. Almost done this little leaf. Here we go. That's that section done. Oh, and we're right about on time too. Neat. I was just trying to figure out if I should start another section, but we're right at 8:24. Okay. So I've still got a decent amount of length here. So I'll do the same thing. And just wrap it around my little bobbin vertically. So the next time I go to use this color, just use up that length first. There we go. Okay, so we finished out the little half of that flower there and did the entire side leaf. Next time I'll probably do the leaf here that matches this one, and then start working on my monochrome border here. Yeah, making progress. I'll get there eventually. Yeah, so thank you for joining me. Thank you to my followers and my subscribers, and thank you for the sub gifts. Oh, and I just now noticed, Fancy Loop, thank you for the follow. I didn't notice that to call it out earlier. Thank you very much. I much appreciate it. Yeah, good progress, team. I will be back tomorrow night to play Pokemon. We're getting pretty close to the end of Platinum. I'll have to figure out what Pokemon game I'm going to jump to after that. And then I will be back Sunday with the regularly scheduled Patchwork. Yeah, let's see. Merlin should be going live soon-ish, if she isn't already. She is. Let's go watch some Fire Emblem. Everyone have a really good night. Stay safe, stay cool as much as you can. And I'll see y'all in the future.